Hey everybody, and out there in TV land, got my Merlin Extralight here. I finally got a new saddle today. It arrived, hoping that it alleviates a little bit of rear pain. But this is a Brook saddle. Has this kind of cool little thing hanging off. It kind of reminds me of like sometimes you see like the Harleys where they have it hanging off the handlebars. I'll leave it on there for now. It's pretty cool. But this is the B17 Narrow. These are kind of, I don't know if you can get them. I think you can get them from Brooks' website, but this is the carved version. And I just sat on it to check placement. It already felt a ton better. I love these Brooks saddles. I have the B68, 65, something like that on my Cannondale. But yeah, this already feels so much better. Can't wait to put some miles on and see how it works out. But I got that. Now, you know what, these Merlin seat posts, they have like the dual clamps instead of usually just the one that shoots up. Talk about a pain, man. These things stink, man. I do eventually I might try to get a different seat post that just has the one rod that you can tighten up versus the two, because the two is just such a pain in the butt to get. I drop the screw. I keep dropping the screw. Anyway, so I got that. I got a couple of black little chromies to put on my valve stems. And I got a new hip pack to ride. Oops. This was like $20 at the time. It was like half price or something. So I picked it up. It's the Kine. Since 1979. The Kind. It sounds like weed or something. The Kind. But I got that. Oh yeah. And it's spacious enough to, hold. I was riding with it, and this was dangling down off of the back. I didn't realize it was connected, but it was like wrapped up to begin with, and then it unfurled, and I'm like riding down this hill, and I go see it out of the corner of my eye. What is that? I'm lucky it didn't go in the spokes or something and it flipped me over. I've done that with a sweater a long time ago and broke my clavicle. So I got lucky. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this dumb strap away I'll never use. But yeah, the kind, big enough to put a banana in your an extra tire or a patch kit. But this is the other thing I got. If I can pull it out. Hold on one second. This is pretty cool. I've seen these. I've been real guarded versus getting one, but they're so convenient now as far as size. You can just put it in the pocket. Just got to make sure it's charged up if I'm going to go on a long ride. But it's a little pump, like an air pump. So what you do, turn it on, and then you can set the pressure. See, it's up to 100 psi for my Merlin tires, and you screw in this little valve into the back here, as so, and there's an attachment. You put this on your stem. You got to screw it down onto the stem, and then you connect onto that with this. And basically, what you do is you set this meter for 100 psi, and just hit the button, and it counts down to 100 basically, and fills up the tire pressure to 100. Works great. I mean, I don't know how the longevity of this thing or anything, but I think it's pretty cool. Let me look it up on Amazon just to find what the name is. Let me go to... Yeah, it's called... doesn't even really have... It's called... that's what it looks like. It's Weoluli. Weoluli bike pump. Has 37 reviews out of 5.0. It looks like a lot of the reviews are like Chinese too. But I just tried it once on one tire to test it out, and I was frustrated because I didn't realize, I'm like, why isn't this thing freaking getting my tire full? But it's because you have to screw this on the Presto valve. So you got to screw that to make sure it's tight. I was just thinking it was like a normal bike pump, you know, you just click it down and you're good. But you got to screw that on and then connect it to this, then clamp it. But yeah, so this is, look how small this is. I was thinking about getting a big pump that runs the length of that top bar, just because that's where the, as you can see in the front there, near the headset, there's a protrusion, and that's where it connects with the old school like pumps. I forget the name brand of the one I was looking at, but yeah, with this thing, forget all that noise. If I can just make sure I charge this thing before I leave, if I'm going to go on a big ride, I could add my extra tire in my patch kit, and this thing in theory should charge up both tires. I know that it goes through charge super fast, so I think it only is good for like two tires max probably. But yeah, so that's my newest toys for my bicycle. I won't be buying anything else here for a while because my job is uncertain right now. I'm not sure what's going on with my job, and it's kind of been bumming me out. But hopefully we're gonna get some decent weather tomorrow. Maybe partly cloudy. It's supposed to be in the high 50s, and we'll check out this. Maybe I'll do a short video tomorrow of a ride. I don't know, but we'll check out this new seat. I can't wait to check that out. Just last time I got it from my other bike, it was like night and day with the comfort level versus the other stock seat. So that Brooks saddle, we'll check that out. And anyway, that's it. Oh yeah, might as well. I finished Star Trek, the original series, on Blu-ray. I had watched it on DVD before the remastered, and it's so cool to watch that show. I love that show. But this is the new show I'm watching. It's called The Outpost, and I guess there was 4 seasons. And it's basically a Dungeons and Dragons kind of series where this girl, the story starts where her whole tribe and family get murdered by the bad people, kind of a la Conan the Barbarian, and she gets spared by one of these mercenaries that were hired that killed everybody else, and she's a black blood, and they were targeted because they have certain powers, and the main bad guy took them as a threat. But this is 4 seasons. And obviously it's the badass chick, which is fine with me. And yeah, it's not focusing very well here. Anyway, so yeah, Outpost, the whole saga, season 1 through 4, and I had to get this from Great Britain. They don't sell. You could see it's the 15 there is Europe, but they don't sell the complete series. I don't think yet anyway in the U.S. But all right, that's enough for now. Take care, everyone.